Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening. I want to take an opportunity to say thank you to each one of y'all for coming out to the Weatherford College Class 72 Police Academy graduation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. So before we introduce a couple of guests that we have here this evening, I want to tell you this is kind of a first for this class and a first for the Academy. So The deputy that was singing the national anthem, Mr. Morrell, is from Class 72, will graduate here shortly. The color guard is also made up of cadets, deputies, and officers that will be graduating here shortly, Class 72. Can we give them a round of applause, please? So as we get started, I'd like to introduce a couple of people that we appreciate your attendance. First off, and I'm going to butcher your name, Dr. T, but he is our Executive Vice President, Dr. T. I will also butcher Dr. Y's name. Dr. Y is our Dean of Workforce. I would like to introduce you to Leela Morris, our board member. And I would also like to introduce you to the lady that really makes things happen behind the scenes, day in and day out. She is really our go-to person. If we have a question, a problem that we can't solve, she is always right there doing it. Sharon Johnson is our department chair. And here in a minute, you're going to hear from these cadets. I've got to tell you, this class, not a single one of them has below a 90 average. This entire class has A's all the way through the academy. And that could not have been done without our wonderful adjuncts. If you served as an adjunct in this class, would you please stand? Please stand. It's a great credit to them, but those of you who are sitting in these chairs here for your loved one that pushed them day in and day out, that ensured that they studied and took on extra responsibility at home, maybe at the office, because they needed to study and study some more. We appreciate you guys. So I'm going to ask, if your loved one is here graduating, if you were a family or a friend, would you please stand? Let us recognize you. Thank you. And this academy could not be made possible without our friends, our agencies, our partners. If you are here, you're a chief administrator, or you're with an agency, would you please stand? Special thanks goes out to you guys, the agencies, for entrusting your cadet into our hands. We appreciate you. So at this time, it gives me great pleasure, and I would be remiss. We had a close running for valedictorian. And when I say close running, it was 0.6 that separated our valedictorian from our salutatorian. As I said, this class did not score below a 90. So it gives me great pleasure at this time to introduce to you your valedictorian, Officer Cody Reynolds, Dublin Police Department.
Good evening, instructors, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Standing here tonight is an honor I never expected and definitely didn't earn alone. Every person in this room played a role in helping get us here. Our instructors pushed us harder than we thought we could go. Our families carried the weight of our long hours, stress, and exhaustion, and the cadets beside me became teammates, motivators, and lifelong brothers and sisters. When we started this academy, we came from different backgrounds, different experiences, and different reasons for wanting to wear the badge. But somewhere between in the early morning PT sessions, long classroom days, scenario training, and moments where quitting seemed easier, we became a team. This academy taught us more than laws, procedures, and tactics. It taught us discipline, accountability, patience, and humility. It reminded us that leadership is not about being the loudest person in the room. It's about serving others when no one is watching. Very soon, we will be on the streets for the first time as peace officers, and with that comes tremendous responsibility. People will call on us on the worst days of their lives. Some will need protection, some will need compassion, and some will simply need someone willing to listen. The badge may give us authority, but our character is what will earn their trust. We will make mistakes, we will face pressure, and we will see things that change us. But I hope we always remember why we started this journey in the first place: to serve honestly, protect courageously, and to treat people with dignity. To my classmates, I'm proud of every one of you. I know the sacrifices you made because I watched you make them. Some of you worked jobs while attending the academy. Some of you balanced family responsibilities. Some doubted yourselves and kept going anyway. Every graduate sitting here tonight earned this moment. To our families, thank you for believing in us when we were too tired to believe in ourselves. Your support carried us further than you know. And to our instructors, thank you for holding us to a high standard. One day when we are faced with difficult decisions in the field, your lessons will still be guiding us. And as we leave here tonight, I hope we remember that this graduation is not the finish line. It is the beginning of a lifelong commitment to integrity, professionalism, and service. Class, congratulations. Stay safe, stay humble, and never forget the people we are sworn to protect. Thank you.
So I'd also like to say a special thank you. Folks, those of y'all who don't know, the bookstore here on campus, they would open up early, they would stay late, they would even go out and they got these folks, our cadets, their special energy drinks on a special order. And I see them sitting back there in the back. Would you please stand, please? And I would also like to add that the morning of the TCOL test, they opened up early and had special meals and stuff for these cadets, special drinks, so that as they got ready to take their TCOL test, they were energized. Thank you again so much. So at this time, I would like to call up Commander Fox. If you would come up and present the top driving award. Well, that is a good question.
You're all in suspense on who it is, aren't you? It was a close race, yeah, literally a race. So yeah, there was it came down. So they spent a couple days doing driving out at Mineral Wells Airport, and so we run them through a lot of different courses, and we time them. And in the end, by about a second, Leo, you won. So you're the top driver of the class. Miranda's struggling right now because she was so close to second. Yeah. It's a long walk. It's awkward just standing here waiting for you. I'm going to meet you halfway.
Is Drake here? Sheriff, would you come up and present the top shot, please?
Good evening. Range week is always the fun time. Am I wrong, guys? They love it. And there was some heck of some good shots during not only handgun, but also the patrol rifle and the shotgun. So it kind of came down to it as well. This year's top gun goes to Kyle Hale. That is a long walk.
And now, Jason Swick, would you come up and present the most improved defensive tactics?
Let's see what we got here. All right, for most improved defensive tactics, Cadet Joseph Wiskowski. For those of you that don't know Joe, the cauliflower ear might have given that away, but he was a front runner for this.
This next one award goes to the most professional cadet. I will tell you, this person exhibited professionalism throughout the academy. He helped everybody and was there and really helped organize the honor guard that we had here tonight. I'm proud to present the most professional to Cody Reynolds, Dublin Police Department. This next one, I'm going to ask Chief Garcia to step up on the stage with me, please. So these next few, folks, we have the most improved throughout the academy. While we chose this cadet, I will tell you that every one of you should be proud of yourself for pushing through. For those of y'all who don't know, Chief Garcia was the prior, okay, LEA coordinator, current chief of Weatherford Police Department. And if you would.
Happily. So I think this is a perfect time to go off script just a hint, because this person made an impression on me the day they walked in the door. And that impression was because I had told them all to get name tags. However, she showed up with a billboard. And I brought it to show you all. So this was the name tag that Cadet Camacho showed up with. And I've waited so patiently to give this back to you. So could you please come up and grab both of these items?
So these next two awards is for the true grit. Again, cadets, y'all pushed through. We had to pick two. We really had to pick one, but we wanted to pick two because these two overcame a lot in order to push through and get to this point in their graduation. You want to do the honors?
Absolutely. So this first one for me, it was a struggle getting through just the initial process, not necessarily because the individual wasn't capable of getting into the program. It was close to the deadline to get the individual into the program, so we were trying to funnel a lot of paperwork and meet the state requirements to get them inside the academy. And so I'm going to call both of you up. And then the second one, honestly, I just have to tell you that as we sat down and had the conversations about the second individual, there was a lot of doubt. You'll probably understand why. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but unfortunately, you know, there is an age difference. And this individual actually motivated everybody else because they couldn't keep up with him. So, Cash Jatan and Adolfo Hernandez, could you please join me on the stage?
Don't go nowhere.
I'm not.
This last one goes to the class leadership. This class stayed motivated. They were held accountable. And when I say held accountable, from day one, they were held accountable. This person helped organize, get them lined up, get everything passed out, and really, really motivated them in more ways than one. I think push-ups was in order, and a few other PT requirements when people stepped out of line. Chief, would you do the honors?
So on this one here, just to add to that a little bit, it was a daily request, and the door to my office was constantly being knocked on. And the request was, take the leash off, Chief. Let me at it. Just take the leash off. And I said, absolutely not. And I knew that she didn't agree with me because it would be, yes, sir, and she would walk out if we were on the same page. Or it would be, okay. So, I'm sorry I never took the leash off. But Mija, would you come up?
And when he said take the leash off, she's a United States Marine. So you could, those of you who are in the Corps probably know what taking the leash off would have meant. All right, time you guys have all been waiting for. Cadets, those of you who are going to get your badges pinned, would you please come to the stage? And if you are the one pinning the badge, would you please come to the stage? over to your loved one. Yes, ma'am, in front of them. And you may pin the badges. Congratulations to each one of you. Officers, deputies, you can take your seats. Y'all can sit down. Y'all can sit down. You need to stay close by. So in keeping with our tradition, and as said earlier, this class could not have made it this far without the instructors. At this time, Deputy Luna, would you please come to the stage?
Wow, that is beautiful. So, together we have faced every challenge from the legendary driving course to the unforgettable jolts of Taser Day and the eye-straining OC Day. Through every trial, one instructor shone brightest in our memories. Originating from Oregon, where he once wore the trooper's badge, you might never guess his story if you ever met him today. He is sharp, approachable, and has a knack for making every task feel important. He always knows when we need a boost or a spark of hope. His positive spirit lifts us all, and we are honored to name Tim Fox as the Class of 72's Instructor of the Year.
Yeah, thank you. Through every challenge, I've watched you grow, and I'm just happy to be there and to be a part of it. As you heard, I got to tase every one of them. I pepper sprayed them. Anytime that they came home and were complaining they got hurt, that was me. Not by choice. The chief called and asked me if I would, and I originally declined, but look at these faces. How can you say no? Anyway, I am sincerely proud of each and every one of you. I love you, and you've made me proud, and that's enough. Thanks.
We almost got him to cry. Now, are you ready? Our class president speech, class captain speech. I'm proud to present to you Deputy Luna.
Good evening. My name is Norma Rodriguez Luna, and I have the honor of serving as captain of Class of 72. Thank you all for joining us to support your loved ones and friends. We are answering a profession that, as Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Reflecting on our journey, through every heartfelt discussion, every tear, and every moment of laughter, we have persevered through snow and ice at the beginning, which set us back, and through rain and the heat that seemed to never end, to reach this day and this moment with you all. Yet each obstacle presents an opportunity, and every setback strengthens our resilience, a resilience that, as we have seen, is necessary because in the field, there won't be timeouts. It's all or nothing. To always be watchful and stay alert is crucial. We have supported each other through loss, held each other accountable when we began to slip, and made sure no one was left behind. With all that we have learned and experienced, looking forward, no matter where life leads us, we can build a future that is bright, purposeful, and filled with possibilities. Although our academy days are over, our support for one another will continue. We will still check in from time to time, just as we always have. For many of us, we prepare to put on this uniform again. We will adapt the teachings that we receive from our instructors to serve the people once again. To be an officer of the law is a calling that embodies hope, service, and the opportunity to make a meaningful difference in our communities, to reshape and create a better foundation. With this in mind, the future is now. Our instructors have passed on the torch, and it's up to us to continue the legacy. So as we take these steps, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. I am truly grateful for the standards we have set for future classes. Class of 72, let's lead with integrity, serve with pride, and together let's build a legacy that will inspire Texas for generations to come.
Not yet. Stand by. So our guest speaker tonight, I don't know if you really can call him a guest, because even though he left, he really didn't leave. I will tell you, I've had the pleasure of getting to know Chief Garcia over the last year, year and a half. He came over to my office one day. We sat down and talked, and the next thing I know, we became really best friends, brothers. So much so that I believe Miss Johnson used to say, y'all can't be together because there's trouble gonna follow you. But we prevailed, and basically, Chief Garcia and I just kind of swapped places. This class started under Chief Garcia. So it is very fitting, Chief, that you get to present the speech for tonight's class. Would y'all please welcome Chief Garcia to the stage.
Good evening, good evening. Boy, I tell you, today I woke up and it didn't start for me at 8 in the morning like it did for somebody else. But here I am, back at the helm again with you all. So to the distinguished guests, instructors, staff, family members, friends, and most importantly, the graduating members of the Weatherford College Law Enforcement Academy Class 72, thank you for all for being here tonight. This is a very special night for this group. Tonight's about recognizing their hard work, their sacrifice, their perseverance, and the journey that brought them to this moment. As I stand here tonight as your former chief, I want you to know how genuinely proud I am of each and every one of you. I've been in law enforcement for some time now, and one thing I've learned over the years is that this profession is not for everyone. It demands more from you, and most people will never understand that. It asks for long hours. It will test you emotionally. It will demand your courage under pressure and the willingness to put others before yourself. And sometimes that comes with a personal sacrifice. And yet, each of you chose this path anyways, and that says something about each and every one of you's character. Over the course of this academy, I've watched many of you be pushed physically, mentally, and emotionally. There were days that you were just absolutely exhausted. You were frustrated, both with me and with yourself. And there were days that you probably questioned why you signed up for this in the first place. And yet you kept showing up, and that's what mattered. Policing is exactly that. It's about showing up. Showing up when people need you. Showing up when people are scared. Showing up when someone has lost a loved one. And showing up when a child needs protection. Showing up when chaos is unfolding and everyone is moving away from the danger, but you have now committed to run towards it. That is what this profession's about. Tonight you graduate from the academy, but make no mistake, this is only the beginning for you. The academy builds foundation, your field training will sharpen you, and your experience along the way will make you humble. The profession itself will continue teaching you lessons for the rest of your career. As police officers, people will expect a lot from you, as they should, and you should expect a lot from yourself. They will expect honesty, integrity, professionalism, compassion, patience, good judgment, and leadership. Your badge is not a permission to act above others. It gives you the responsibility to serve others. Don't ever forget that. This job's not about authority, it's about service to others. It's about protecting people who cannot protect themselves. It's about doing the right thing even when nobody's watching, and treating every person with dignity, even in the most difficult times of their lives. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. There are going to be days that are going to test you. There will be calls that you never forget, moments that will stay with you forever, decisions that will weigh heavily on you. There will be times where it will be very overwhelming. But you have to take care of yourself, and you have to take care of each other. Lean on your fellow officers, lean on your family, listen to veteran officers, ask questions, and ask for help when you need it. Have the courage to speak up for yourself. Be coachable and accept constructive criticism. Continue to learn and adapt. Remember, every encounter you have with the public shapes how society will view this profession. It will determine how future contacts respond to your fellow brothers and sisters. No pressure. But your actions will matter, your words will matter, your integrity will matter. Class 72, I believe in you. I always have from day one. Not because you finished the academy, but because I've personally witnessed your perseverance day in and day out, and I am beyond proud of all the accomplishments. I've seen your determination, I've seen your heart, and I believe the communities that you are about to serve are going to be better off because of you. To the families here tonight, I want to thank you. Your sacrifice for them to walk across this stage tonight does not go unnoticed. Your encouragement, your patience, your support has helped them cross this finish line. So Class 72, congratulations. You've earned this moment. Proudly wear your badge. Always protect your integrity. Be courageous. Serve the communities with compassion, and never forget why you started this journey. It has truly been an honor to be a small part of your time here at the WCLEA. May God protect you, guide you, and bless each and every one of you as you begin your career. Thank you.
if you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister, you chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody now give you no break. Police now give you no break. That old soldier man I give you no break. Not even your iron now give you no breaks. Hey, bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you?
So that gave you a little glimpse into what the cadets went through. And for your old school officers, yes, that was a Crown Victoria that they are now learning to drive in. At this time, I would ask Chief Garcia, Sharon Johnson, Sheriff McGuire, and Commander Fox, please come to the stage. Cadets, would y'all line up? They're gonna come in from over there. Joshua Almanza. Miranda Bilbrey. Natalie Camacho. Carter Chance. And I just got to say a little something about this next cadet real quick. And since I'm at the podium, I guess I can. This next cadet, I will tell you, overcame a lot. And that includes the English language. That includes how we do things here in the United States. Mr. Destin, congratulations. Andrew Figueroa. Leo Garcia. Nathan Gross. And I would like to add Mr. Gross as your salutatorian for the class. Kyle Hale. Andrew Hamilton. Adolfo Hernandez. Cash Jatan. Tyler Jenkins. Joshua Little. Jeremy Martin. Dylan Morrell.
That's my brother!
John Nash. Travis Poteet. Cody Reynolds. Norma Rodriguez Luna. Tyler Sanders. Clark Sherbaum. William Van Godem. Krista Waringa. Joseph Wachowski. So it is my pleasure to introduce Class 72, the newest officers and deputies that will be hitting the streets as soon as tomorrow. Congratulations. So at this time, would Cadet Sergeant Jeremy Martin please come to the stage?
It's been an unbelievable. If I cry, it's for a good reason. I promise. It's been an honor to lead these guys in prayer every day, and I never thought after being a youth pastor I'd get the chance to do something like this. And Chief said I couldn't preach or take up an offering. So one last time, would you pray with us? God, we thank you. We thank you for the calling that you've put on our lives. We thank you for each person in these seats tonight. We thank you for the people that you put in our future. God, we ask that you help us humbly apply all that we've learned while being open to learn more. God, we ask that you bless each one of us and that you help us to never forget you and never forget how you've guided us through. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Cadet Luna, it's on you. Class 72, it is my privilege and honor. You are dismissed. Congratulations.